It's so nice to meet you. And you have an interesting business. And I want to learn all about it. And
I can't wait to hear what business you're going to start.
What business I'm going to start? Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to tell you. But before I get to that, I want to know, so you're a business coach. What exactly is a business coach?
Well, a business coach is someone who guides and mentors individuals or entrepreneurs who want to start or grow their existing business. So we teach a strategy, we teach mindset as well, because, you can give people all the strategies, that you have in your toolbox, but if they don't have that right mindset, if they don't have that entrepreneurial mindset, there are times that they're going to go through struggles and it's hard for them to survive that, because being an entrepreneur, it's like it's wavy, right? You've got good times, you've got bad times, and you need to be able to ride the wave. You need to have that strong mindset. You need to have that entrepreneurial mindset to help you navigate through those times. You need to be able to implement those strategies that you're learning from your mentor.
When you talk about mindset, don't you feel that entrepreneurs have it inside of them? I mean, don't you believe we're born with it?
Not necessarily, because there are times, entrepreneurs either think they're entrepreneurs or individuals think that they can become entrepreneur, but they don't have that mindset. They don't have an idea of what having a right mindset means. And when you teach them, you can see their face light up. They're like,
you see, I don't know the strategies, but I have the mindset.
That's where you get the coaches to teach you the strategy. So awesome, great that you have the mindset. See, some people have the mindset, but they don't have the strategy.
Right. That's exactly what I think, because I think that if you don't have the mindset, it's impossible to become an entrepreneur, because you can't really teach mindset, can you?
You can. There are a lot of mindset coaches. I personally feel like what I learned through my coach regarding a mindset made me a different person, especially on how I approach my business and on how I approach people, even how I internalize things.
So do you have a coach?
I do.
I think most coaches have a coach.
Every coach has multiple coaches, not just one coach, multiple coaches. You know why?
Why?
Different coach has different niche, different skill set. So what you learn from one coach, you probably don't learn it from another coach. So one of my coaches is good with sales, especially using the live launch method or the online workshop challenge method. And my other coach is really good with the speaking. So I'm being coached on how to speak in public, how to speak on stages, even
really?
Sales. So every coach teaches different. So depending on what skill set you have and what skill set you want to acquire, you would hire or you would end up with multiple coaches.
So what is your niche? What is your special skill?
My special skill, first of all, I teach everything from A to Z, right? I teach from mindset to branding, marketing, sales, and even launching online. But I specialize more in email marketing strategy, email and text marketing strategy. Because yes, you can sell and you can run your business using social media, but social media is not an owned media, right? If Facebook shuts down your account, you're done, because they own Instagram too. Right? So having email marketing strategy, number one, you own your email list. Nobody can take it away from you. Mm-hmm. Even that platform shuts down, you can move your list to another platform and you can continue to nurture and engage with your email list. You can promote to them as much as you want to. You can segment and have different messages going out to different people based on how they interacted with you, based on what their niche is or what their interest is, and based on where they are in their business. So that's why I focus on email, because email gives you so much flexibility on how.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm using MailChimp, but I haven't even started a campaign yet.
It is So and with email, there is also strategy. You can't just throw email at people, right? You have to go through that welcome sequence. You got to introduce yourself to those people. They need to get to know you. They need to get to know what you do, who you are, and who you're trying to serve. What accomplishments do you have, or what skill sets do you have that qualifies you, to do what you're trying to do. So there's an introduction sequence, which we call the welcome sequence. And then you got to do the nurturing. So there is a strategy to it. It's good to have the email list, but you got to implement that strategy.
Do you send out emails?
Yes, I do. I can't be teaching that if I don't do it myself.
I am just curious because I haven't gotten any emails from you yet. So I'm not on your email list yet.
Not opted into my email list. That's why.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Yes, I do. And the emails we send is different based on what we're doing, right? If we have a workshop coming up, we send a different set of emails to people who register to the workshop. And at the end of workshop, we have a set of emails that we send. So I try to practice what I preach. 98% of the time, as human, there are times that we forget something or something goes wrong. But yes.
So you're very good with email marketing.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
And how about like Instagram marketing?
I do Instagram. I do Facebook. I just niche down to doing email because I realize a lot of people are not taking advantage of that.
Okay. Well, that's very good to know. So I have always been working alone. I hired my first person to do a website audit for me, which was worth it. And my second person is I hired somebody for my social media, like Instagram and Facebook. And I'm really happy because I didn't know how to do Instagram at all. Yes. I was trying to figure out, I can't put in a picture from my phone.
Time to learn. So sometimes it's better to assign it to somebody who's good at it.
Right. Well, I'm very happy, that I did that.
Yes.
So we're talking about coaching. What kind of what kind of client do you really like to work with? Is there some kind of like business you like to work with?
Nothing specific because my specialty comes both from service businesses as well as product businesses. 8 years ago, I started my clothing brand. I apologize. You can hear the thunderstorm, so hopefully it's not going to mess up the video. But I started my clothing brand about 8 years ago, and we grew it to multi-six-figure within the first couple of years.
That's incredible.
Yes, it is. And I did a lot of it myself at the beginning. I learned marketing, I learned social media, I learned email marketing, I learned it all. But I also realized, because I'm one person and I was also working full-time, I knew that if I let go of certain things, my business would grow because I could only do so much.
Exactly.
With the skill that I had. So the first thing I did was a person that I hired, she revamped my email marketing completely, even though I already had it, but she revamped it. She made sure that I had all the needed or the main sequences. She optimized my website. It was a lot of investment, but it was worth it. 68% of my revenue was coming from email. That's why I am into email, because there is so much you can do with email.
So if I hired you, would you look at my email sequence and fix it up?
Yeah, I can do. I mean, I have clients that I'm doing the entire setup for them from A to Z.
I spent a little time writing emails and I studied about them, but I don't know if it's good, but maybe, if I would work with you, I would say, what do you think?
I will review it. And I also have a copywriter who can do the review, the copywriting. I would implement the tech aspect of it, creating your forms, your opt-ins, doing the actual automation strategy, and we'll have all that set up.
I hear that thunder.
Huh?
I hear the thunder.
No.
Where are you?
I'm in Dallas, Texas, and it's usually pretty sunny, so I don't know what's going on today.
Okay, well, anyway, you're home, so you're safe.
Yes, I am.
That's great. So let me ask you a question about my business. I don't really make a lot of money, okay? I used to be a writing teacher for 40 years. Okay. So when you say copywriting, that's okay. But, I don't do copywriting. I do other writing. Okay. So when I was 68, I retired from teaching and I became an inventor because I just had this passion inside of me to do something besides grading students' papers all day long. So as I got older, I noticed there was this huge problem, and I probably it if you go out to dinner with your parents or your grandparents, if they're still alive. We can't see, we cannot read the menu or the bill because our eyes are just not good at it. Besides the fact that the restaurants are always dark. So we have to we pass around reading glasses, we look for a candle, or we just have somebody else read it for us, or we just listen carefully and order the special, because we don't have to see it. We can listen. So that's kind of annoying.
It is.
Because, I've worked my whole life and now I want to go out to dinner and I dread it when I see a dark restaurant and the menu. When I see it, it's just so close together, I can't see. So this is my first invention. And all of my products are for older people because I am old and I don't think that a lot of people look at us as, oh, we have a life too. We're not dead, So this is my product. It's called Tip and Split. And it has a magnifier on it so you can see the small print. It has a light on the back.
Wow.
So actually this one I just left.
Right.
Yeah, it's got a light on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but It's got a light on the back so you can read
the menu
easily. And then it's got a little calculating part that's not a real calculator, but it can figure out a tip and split the bill in 3 seconds. So this is my product. Okay. Now young people don't get it. I'm so used to it. They say we have apps for that. There are apps that will figure out a tip and split the bill. Okay. But there is also an app to be a magnifier. But I doubt if grandma is going to use an app to magnify it. Exactly. I just can't see me doing it because there's a way you can take a picture of the menu and then enlarge it. Who wants to deal with that?
Yeah.
You understand? So this is kind of a fun toy. And it's a conversation piece when you go out to dinner. Because also we can all add a tip, but maybe after a few drinks, we just don't want to be bothered. And splitting the bill is also difficult sometimes. Okay, so this is my first product, and it's called Tip and Split. Also, older people don't really like the phone at the table. Like if I went out to dinner with a bunch of people, young people who are sitting with their smartphones, I would feel it's very rude. Especially if I'm taking them out to dinner and they're talking with their friends. So that's my first invention. And then I kind of put it on hold during COVID because I'm high risk. And I don't want to encourage older people to go out to eat in restaurants. Yeah. First of all, they were closed. But second of all, even if they're outdoor dining, I don't really think that people my age should have gone out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I know too many who died from it.
Yeah.
Okay? Yep. So what I did during COVID is I had another idea. And I stayed home. I needed something I could do at home. So I started gathering pictures. And in the olden days, we used to have photo albums. Now you probably have mostly pictures on your phone, right?
That's it. Yep.
I have about 20 photo albums filled with pictures of me growing up as a baby, of my grandparents, of my me going to, everything before the smartphone. We took pictures. We had a Polaroid camera, or we had a Kodak camera. So that's what we did. So I took all those pictures and I put them in a book. And then I picked the ones I wanted to talk about, and I made a little caption. And I put together all the pictures because I realized that when I'm gone, nobody's going to remember me unless I tell them.
Right.
And I've met so many people who are perhaps your age and say, my grandma just died. I wish I had talked to her,
Yes.
and found out a little bit more about her while she was here. So my idea is, I think this is a great project for older people, but I think it's even greater for a young person to do with their grandma or mom or dad. So I actually created this book for myself, and this is me. I tell my kids, yeah, I was a baby once too, and this has so many pictures in it. And let me see one picture here. This is me playing the violin.
Oh my God.
And I'm teaching my 5-year-old granddaughter how to play the violin. And she says, Grandma, is that you? And I say, yes, it is. And so, see, we had pictures in black and white in those days. And so I have so many pictures. And when I can't find a picture, I just take a Google of it. Like, I went to Ohio State University. I couldn't find a picture of it, so I just Googled it and put that picture in my book. And I have each of my children. I have a picture of my son playing the guitar, and he was in a band. I have some pictures of his band, and he named his first. He had his best friend was in the band, and he died when he was 20 from a drug overdose. So my son Danny named his first son after his friend, and I put that in the book so that when his son grows up, he will remember who he got named after. And I have stories about everybody. This is all of us in Japan, and I write a little bit of a comment about it. And this is just something, it's 110 pages, but it's very easy to write because it's mostly pictures.
Yes.
It's mostly pictures and some captions, some words. So I absolutely love it. This is my daughter. She's now 37. Okay. And we had color pictures in those days because she's 37. But for me, I didn't have it. So I have stories about my grandparents, my mother. I have a picture of my mother attending her 50-year college reunion. Not college. She was the first female law student at the University of Minnesota. And I think that's very interesting for my grandchildren to know.
No, exactly.
To know their heritage. So she actually graduated from college at age 18. She graduated from college. She was very smart. So anyway.
What? 18?
Yes, from college. She graduated from, no, not from law school. From law school.
At 18?
At 18, my mother. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is.
I have her diploma. So when my grandson, who's 9, was learning about Supreme Court justices, I showed him. I said, "This is your great grandma. She went to law school. She was the first female law student. It's in the late 1930s." And I said, 2 of her teachers were Supreme Court justices.
Wow.
And they were at her reunion. Okay, so I think all of these things are really interesting because nobody's going to know about my grandparents. Nobody's going to know about my parents unless I tell them.
Exactly.
But I want them to know about me also. So most of the book is about me, but I include something about my ancestry. So this book is, what I did is I made a course for it, a video course, to help people be able to write their book in 6 weeks. I have 6 lessons. They can write it in 6 weeks. And what I think this is also good for is somebody who's got an illness, maybe cancer or something, and they don't have a lot of time left. Imagine the gift that they can give to their family before they're gone.
They're gone, and it keeps them occupied too, going through.
Yeah, exactly. So I think also in nursing homes, an older person might have a little trouble doing this, but it's a wonderful thing. Like if their 40-year-old son goes and helps them put it together and says, here, Grandpa, So this is my idea during COVID. Okay. So I actually call it Write Your Selfie. And the reason I call it Write Your Selfie is because all you young people take selfies all the time, but we don't. So this is a chance for us to write our selfie.
I'm not in that generation.
Okay, well, I think you look like you are. But anyway, so this is for older people to write your selfie because it's all pictures. Mm-hmm. So I have pictures from photo albums, and I have pictures from the phone. I have a combination. So I teach them how to do it, how to organize it, and I walk them through it. So my thing is, this is, I actually realized that my people who want to buy this one or Write Your Selfie, my age, are not going on Instagram. You just don't see a 60-year-old or a 73-year-old going on Instagram. I'm the only one. I think I'm the oldest one on Clubhouse. Okay.
Clubhouse?
Huh?
You're on Clubhouse too?
That's how I met you.
Oh, yes, you are right.
Right. That's how I found you. I looked through all the people that I thought were great. And I DM'd you because I thought that you guys would be great to talk to. So anyway, but my age does not go on there to buy this one or my book, their book. Mm-hmm. So I decided that I would focus on their kids. Can you think of a better present to get for your mom or your grandma for Mother's Day? Mm-hmm. Or what a nice gift to celebrate your grandparents, before they're gone.
Yeah. Because
we're all facing that, we're all going to die someday. So may as well do something that lasts. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so I'm having the time of my life, but I was trying to figure out what is my brand?
So you are definitely, addressing a gap, such an amazing gap. And it's incredible. Well, usually we find gaps because we experience them.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm trying to inspire older people that we still have a lot to give.
Exactly.
Look at me on this thing. I'm like the oldest person around. I think I'm the first person to do something like this.
No, not only that, your idea of the way you're interviewing, it blew me away. I'm like, that is such a creative way to get people, even their attention. If you were to post saying, I'm looking for a coach, 2,000 people would have responded and you would have been overwhelmed. But the way you put it, it was an amazing way to vet people.
Thank you. So if you were to work with me, what is my brand? And then I'm going to tell you what somebody recommended that I'm going to do.
So your brand, as in like your brand name, or what your brand?
I don't even know what a brand is.
Okay. So a brand, it has two meanings, right? Number one, a brand is like what you're doing, what niche, what are you trying to do? What is your goal? Uh-huh. The name represents what you're doing, and it becomes unique. And when people hear it, they know what you're doing.
What's your brand?
My brand is Engineer Your Goal.
Oh, okay. Oh, so, yeah, I like that.
Clever names. It takes me time. I got to think about them. The same thing with my clothing brand. It is Covered Bliss. And, we...
Are you still doing that?
Yes, it's doing pretty well. So because we cover, and most of the women that I serve, it doesn't matter what religion they are, but if they chose to be modest and they want to cover, those are the people that we're serving. So we called it Covered Bliss. So I will need to think about yours to come up with the brand name, but one of them you already came up with one, right?
What?
Your Selfie.
Write your selfie?
Write your Selfie. The other one is also somewhere around the line that we still got live. We're still doing.
So here's my brand, because somebody recommended this to me on Clubhouse. Grandmapreneur.
Oh, that I saw in your name, but
yeah.
were asking me to give you like a no brand name.
No. I was trying to think. I mean, I call myself Grandmapreneur. I have 6 grandchildren, and 3 of them live with me. They're being quiet right now. Okay, I have to make them quiet. I am raising them. Okay, 3, a 9-year-old, a 5-year-old, and there's a newborn. I'm not doing the newborn. That's my daughter's issue. But I put them first. So I don't do any interviews on Wednesdays because I give them the whole day, take them to the playground. They are my everything. Okay. So I call myself Grandmapreneur. And my website and my email address are a little bit, I wasn't happy with it, but I tried to get the domain for Grandmapreneur. I have the trademark, but I tried to get my website called grandmapreneur.com. They wanted me to pay $3,000 for that domain name, and I thought that's ridiculous. So I called it Grandmapreneur Inventor because that was like free. Okay. So,
good.
Well, so it combines what I do with what I am.
It does. That's why.
So if I were to work with you, how do I promote my brand?
So number 1, we create a landing page featuring the products, and we promote it. We promote it on Google. We promote it on Facebook. A lot of your audience, and also Instagram, a lot of your audience, and especially we're targeting their children, and a lot of older women and men are also on Facebook.
Right.
If children don't see it, they will see it and they can show it to their children. So we could market it on all the social media platform, and then your album is going to go on Pinterest because a lot of creative people are on Pinterest.
Okay, so I have a little work to do.
Yeah.
I have a Pinterest account, and I don't know. I set it up about 3 years ago with my tip and split, just this one. And I don't know how to change it, but I'll figure it out.
I mean, we can help you with all of that. That's why we do end-to-end, because some entrepreneurs, they have an idea, they start business, but they just don't know how to move about. So we really teach you all the strategies of the branding, in the positioning. With the branding, you got to have the right messaging. It's your messaging that attracts people, right? It's not the picture, it's not where you put it, but the messaging. What are you trying to do? That messaging hits the people that it really addresses.
So you know how to do that?
Oh, yeah.
So this is very sad for me, Sara, because I told you, each time I interview somebody, I say, I want that person. What am I supposed to do? You're extending my streak.
That's why I told you you're in trouble. But here is the thing. I do end-to-end because I want to make sure that when I'm coaching my clients, I don't want to teach them one part of it and then they have to go out and figure out the rest of it. Not only that, I have the tech team. So we build the funnel, we build the email, we build the website, we do everything, because I have experienced it myself that somebody does one thing for me, I tried to get another service from somebody else. One of the clients that I'm about to start working with, she told me she gave someone $2,500 to build her website and she has nothing. And I hear these stories a lot. So
I did the same thing. Actually, I had a WordPress website when I had just my tip and split. And then somebody told me I need a different website. So I actually bought one on ClickFunnels. But I hated that because I didn't know what to do with it. I couldn't understand. And then somebody did it on Squarespace for me. And my son is so angry with me because I have had my website redesigned so many times. but now I'm on WordPress, but I don't know how to use WordPress. So, so I'm kind of at the mercy of other people because you can't do everything,
And do everything. And that's one thing I teach my clients. Don't try to do everything, because we are, number one, we're skilled at certain things. And also our time is limited. There's no way we can learn and do everything. So focusing on what we're good at and letting somebody else do the other thing is that the thing I talk about every day in my community. And some of my prospects, even not clients, repeat what I say. Sarah said this, because I said that all the time, because when you try to do everything, you're not going to do anything good, not anything.
So here's before we end this, I want you to say something to somebody who's looking for a business coach. First of all, do they need one? And second of all, what should they look for? Can you say that?
Yes, I can definitely say that. Yes, business coach is a must unless you really want to struggle on your own. You can
Right.
do your own. It will take you much longer time because you got to figure it out. And then you will fail a few times, but you got to be able to get up and move. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck. A lot of entrepreneurs get stuck because they don't know how to get out of that stuck position, because they don't have the strategy and they don't have the mindset. And number two, like someone like me, I come from the product business, e-commerce, as well as service business. So if someone has a product business that they're selling, but they also want to teach or coach, I have got all of that because I am both. I am a product entrepreneur as well as a service entrepreneur, and I have the skill sets, and I also have the team that I've built not just to support my business, but to also support my clients, because I want my clients to have everything done when they're done with that.
You are absolutely wonderful. And I'll tell you, one of the best things about you, Sarah, is you have had a smile on your face through the whole interview. And who wouldn't want to work with you? So I appreciate this interview, and I wish you good luck, and I wish me good luck. And I'm having the time of my life.